his company. Check the phone. Check and notice. Okay. What's my work schedule update? My phone wants to do a system update. No! Get out of here. Save the world. Give me a second. 10:30 to 5. Oh, okay. 10:45 to... Oh. 2 scheduled relief days. Those days I'm probably at Skull Mountain. Otherwise, it's not bad. So what happens when it's breakfast? Oh yeah, downtime tomorrow. Well, I'll be doing stuff. Oh, that's right. 10 for 10. I'm gonna be completing that. So where are the side quests available? So special delivery is another repair the shelter. Yay, thank you, Nana. Give me shelter. That's one that I want to do. Wait, so that'll complete that and I'll give effort to this. Like, I'm trying to complete these. Definitely not getting that one out of the way. I could get this one out of the way. It's not that hard. Blankerton's only to level 46. Yeah. So that's not the hardest thing in the world. Let's check the map for Twine. Oh. Oh, look. It's showing me all these nice things that I want. Aren't they? Yeah. You fiends. Yeah. It's showing 76 because that's what my level needs to be. 4-time reperk? Ooh. Like me though? More 4-time that's a 4-time reperk. Okay, so I have to do a repair the shelter twice for that. Once for that one. Let's see, this is retrieve the data, ride the lightning, or category 3 storm. Evacuate the shelter, repair the shelter, or ride the lightning. Okay, category 2, repair the shelter, or deliver the bomb. And all worked up is ride the lightning, evacuate the shelter, and category 3 storm. So, if we're looking to complete this, I need to repair the shelters. So, it'll complete this one for 1, this one after 2. This one will be after 2. This is after 2. After 3. And then this is not affected. So let's do repair the shelter. Probably find a good one. Ooh, mini boss, but not the kind of stuff that I want. That has stuff that I want, but it doesn't have any good add-ons. Actually, let's put a message on the Discord. There we go. Okay. Fetch the people for Nana! So, I need to repair the shelters. Oh, wait, what are the level requirements? 70, 52. You're not in regards to this. 70, 64. You're not counted. Okay. So we're looking for 70s and up. Which means, of course, this area will be fine to do one in. What's Kenny looking at right now? Does Kenny have a 70? Repair? Well, of course they do. They have 2. Rare perk up. I like Twine. Twine's more fun now. Like, in full seriousness, it's more fun. So, this is the 82. Schematic. I'd rather do the 76. It gets it out of the way easy. Okay, yeah, it's on public. Waiting for more people to join. Like, I don't want to start it with one person. I'm thinking of doing 2 missions in Fortnite, then maybe playing Tails for a bit. Is how long these missions take. If they go quick, should be able to. Without Neko popping in. Hopefully. Okay. Doesn't look like much lag's actually on, so that's nice. I have the materials to make guns, right? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Ow! Die. Hello? Though, I don't think I should be doing this. And I don't see any other people joining. And this person isn't even doing anything for the quest objective. So, I'm leaving the mission. I hope Nana knows that it's gray. And I can't enter that mission. You be level 76. Is that garbage? Oh, will people be in this one? Oh, let me turn down Nana. This is why I don't get an echo. I thought it looked like someone. Possibly, I don't know. Can you ride the lightning? Go to the quest section. Category 2, repair the shelter. Because with this, I have to complete repair the shelters. That's a Red the Lightning special delivery. Repair the shelter. Time and again. I could... This is a different one. This, repair the shelter within it, as well as evacuate or ride the lightning, but it says 70. It's all different effects to one cause. I have to work on this big time, though. Ready? So melee, assault rifle, explosive pistol, sniper, sword launcher. Just gonna do it by rating. Rating's good. Or maybe... Actually, rarity works better for me, actually, because it shows, like, this stuff is my legendary, this stuff's epic, this is rare, and then it's uncommon. So that helps. That returns in 42 minutes. Let me try this repair the shelter again. I would like to play with people. This way, it's like with Twine. Early in the morning, it's just there's barely anyone wants to play in the mid-afternoon. Late afternoon, you get everyone. Especially when the next day there's downtime. What's the one that I was in? No matches. Come on. This is stupid. Stupid. Oh, so I can get something on either side. Let's continue over here. So do I want ability, resistance, or fortitude? We'll go ability damage. I don't know, is there anything in here that speeds up the amount I can gain? Because seriously, I would love a buff to the amount of points I earn. So bad. Oh wait, I just realized I can't actually get this until I get the 4-star upgrade. One more time at that 82. If there's no one in it, we just won't play Fortnite right now. That's stupid. Come on, Fortnite. Okay, so we're just not gonna play Fortnite right now. This is stupid. It shouldn't take that long for it to get people into a quest. Literally, that's stupid. So we'll work on Saber. Let me go get my drawing tablet. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up a picture real quick. It's the B picture that I showed last night. It's got a little bit of dust on there from something that fell earlier. It's almost done, actually. I'm liking how the B's turning out. It's very semi-realistic. Like how I like to do things. Where's the... There it is. Open recent... Saber. There it is. So many files to go through. Gorgeous boy. I still need to go back into the skin tone layers to actually work on his face a little bit more. Because this ear needs to be darker. Actually, I can do that really quick right now. Because I do need to work on the hood more. It's not as defined yet that I want it to be. So we'll define his ear just a little bit more. Plus, I need to tone his eyebrows. So with toning, without toning. Oh, yeah. It was so needed. I'm just blurring this portion out. So if I don't, it just turns out weird. Okay, so that's the ear. Rotted. Wait, no, don't. While we're still on the selection, this line. Like, I don't want it to be too apparent. I just wanted to have like a slight effect on there, so where it's not just gone. Okay, that works. And then the final thing. I never fully darkened his face. So this way it works in the end. It's like having the darker tone, it helps make him look more 3D. Because much with the effect on his face than without the effect. So it helps round him out, also brings him down to earth a little bit more. And it brings out that highlight on the one side even more than before, so it helps. So next thing I need to do, we're going to clear this selection. We're going to tone the eyebrows, which I have to go into the hair layer to do so, because that's where they are. And this is going to be very difficult to do. Because normally what I do is I'll have them on a separate layer. But I think I got impatient and lazy. But all I do to tone them, just going to fill the entire area for the eyebrows with the multiply tone. And do that with both of them. Then the brush out just a little bit more. Okay, no, so that area wasn't even filled in. Now, to bring him to a slightly more natural tone, instead of having that, we have a more of like a dirty blonde. That, or I can make it more of a brown. And it still worked nicely. Okay, that's on the hair on top. Makes sense. So now the eyebrows are toned. I might add some... Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Yay, working in more shading into the hair. Woo. I think that was Nana's computer. Minimize the brush. So now with that, so it actually gives some more dimension to his hair. Let's keep going. Okay, so we're gonna merge this down. Okay, merge down. Okay, so now it's actually looking better. Okay, so where's the hood? Torso. There it is. So I need to work down here too. I've just been focusing up here. Multiply, not screen. Creating some like fold looks, creases within fabric, things like that. Let's give that more natural appeal. Still want like a nice soft look, but I don't want it to be like too soft or anything. I'm doing one more. We're just focusing on this. There we go, it's on the same level now. Down. So, now we can work with both layers. I mainly want to work with this one. So I want to add more fold lines in certain areas. At the same time, I want to pronounce some areas more. I just want to make it look more real, I guess. Even though it's not natural look. I have a lash in my eye. actually gonna get a more brownish tone from the multiply now. I am gonna adjust the tone though. I don't need that much contrast from that brown. So we're gonna take its saturation, we're gonna pull it down. Not too gray, but just enough to adjust it. And finally, one more multiply. Now I'll go there. Okay, merge down. So that's the hood. Yeah, we'll work on the belt. Oh, these little pieces. Yay. Not negative color. Add the color in. That's right, I have to message Aowen. Hello, Ada. Okay. So where was I? That's right, I'm on the belt. No, what are the viewer rewards? Mickey B's? Wait, okay. Well, I've been 3 hours for KHOX. Join us and complete a special challenge for prizes. 100 to 300, 1 magic broom. 500, 5 Mickey B's. Ooh! Oh, honey! Why couldn't it be a gold ticket? That'd be more alluring to people. That too. Skip the Mickey B. Skip the Moon Gem. Jewels and ticket. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, same. I need another tier 7 fairy. Because then I can get another 7-star tier 7, which I'm on the ropes about. Because right now I have 4. Now let me open KHOX. It's like the reason why I'm on the ropes of what I want to do, because out of my tier 7s, I don't think many of the good ones that I have with great multipliers have good traits. Like there's Zach, who has air and ground, but he's AoE and he only has a 9.48 max multiplier. I have Ava, but Ava has no traits. And she wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, I have HD Vinius. Problem, he's not guilted. Nor does he have traits, like Ava. He'd be great, though. Fine. Boost. Yeah, because I have if I got one more Fantasia Mickey B, I could guilt him. I wouldn't mind having my boy guilted. Yeah, that we all spent. Oh, wait, new Nintendo Direct. Ooh, let's go Pikachu. Could be going for more info. E. Okay, so I think I have to add one more layer of multiply on top. Down. Wait, Nintendo Direct? What? That's long for Nintendo. Or was the last one 2 hours? I forget. I'm trying to remember how long the previous one was. Because I forget if this is a short one for them or a long one. But we have to think about this because Switch games, so like Smash Bros. Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate. So they have a lot of stuff coming out, so. And I think, yeah, Ultimate already came out. So they could have like information on like DLC in the future. So they do have their hands full with stuff. Down at 7. I'll be eating at the time. I mean, I'll leave a tab open, but that's all I can do. The thing with this picture, it's like it's just a bunch of tabs. Like this is one layer right here, just this little belt loop. Just one tiny thing. Merge down. Like, that's why this thing is around 86 layers. Is because there's literally every single changing color. Like, this bright area for the hair. Like, let me take down the main luminosity. The brightest point on the hair is one separate layer. Yeah, 86. I like keeping something separate, because if I have to change something later on, I at least can go back into it. Right now, this is the layers for just the sketch literally has individual layers. Like, granted, that's the signature. We have the symbol. We have the head and the hood. Sword in the one arm. The sketch has multiple different pieces. Just so this way nothing got messed up, and if something did, it can be gone into in the future. Which actually, I want to get rid of some of these stupid eyebrow lines that don't belong in there. There we go. Get out of here. No. Wait, get out of the selection. Like, see, this way I can easily do that with a sketch. You can't naturally easily be able to do that. So by keeping them separate, I'm able to do that. And granted, like with the hood here, this is all one layer with the hood, but layers get added onto it now and then. Like, I'm not one of the kind of people that can just start out with everything on one layer and just try and color with it. It's a pain in the butt. It's like how I do my watercolor. I do a base tone, then I start shading, then I go into a little bit more shading, and then just slowly keep going until it starts to evolve further and further. Otherwise, it's just this one big mess, and it's not fun. Actually, I can remove that, actually. Yeah. Bye. So, like, right now, I just removed this part within the layer, because I don't want to distort anything in that. Which I need to check out still, but it's not bad. So that's the belt. It's done. Here we go. Collarbone armor. This little plate piece here that can't be seen much. We'll do a little bit of shading on it, but I don't think I'll need a highlight. Like, it's so tucked away in there. Merge it down. Do one more multiply. Blend it. Add a little bit of color back to the bottom. Continue blending. Lower the opacity, and that's that layer. And like, it might be more than 86 because I have certain layers specifically named. And some layers aren't even in use, like there's 4 layers. Actually, no, 5 layers that aren't used from the original sketch that I did. So yeah, we're on that belt piece. Oh, it's on a blur tool. That's why I wasn't doing anything. But yeah, it's like, a lot of artists can pull off minimal layers, but like, I know someone that uses way more layers than me, just in case they want to work on specific areas. Like, say they want to fix up the area for the contour on the cheekbone, they could have this layer as one separate thing. It wouldn't even be on the main face tone. It wouldn't be merged yet like I have it. Because I think that's a little insane. But hey, people have their own habits with drawing. Like me, I like having multiple layers available so this way I don't have to worry about overshadowing when doing the initial shade. Because I feel like if that were to happen, it would just cause chaos. Okay, so starting point, then we're gonna do another one. Now this one's probably gonna have to be brighter, but only towards the bottom. This part's actually covered by the armor. So this little bit that I'm doing right now, this is just like the form shading to where it helps bring dimension and natural shadows. But not too much just because there is that light source, which I'm going to be giving back color to. We grab Luminosity and Shade. Next, we're going to go back into Multiply. Now that I put some light tones down to almost spice it up just a tad bit. Yes, now I have that. So I'm gonna lower it down. So this way it's not too obnoxious. Not. I hit the wrong button! Merge down. Not hit merge visible layers. Because then I'm going to go underneath that, the little belt loop, which I'm not actually going to make a shade layer. I'm just going to lock the opacity, add some tones. There. Like, I don't care. Just preserve the opacity and work on it. Meh. And then there was the hood. Which means now we're getting to the collar piece. So this is that little gold strip. Now, I love shading gold. Because you can do a lot of different things. Now, it is like a fold. Like a faux gold strip, like goldenrod yellow, but I like to have fun with it. For some reason, I think it's pale. Not this, Nena's drawing for DUJ. It seems pale. That or just Nena works really light. I'm going to do another multiply. We're going to be using a more reddish tone now. Not screen, multiply. There we go. Jeez. Brush on a negative. Going to remove. Going to add a little. Remove again. So I really want to have like that faux glow. See, I don't do that. I go to a haircuttery for my haircuts. I don't like barbershops. They don't get the look right. Why? I don't know. It's not the same. just gonna bring this tool down to a smaller size. And I'm just gonna blend it out. And it does look weird, trust me, I know. It's underneath a multiply shading layer. That's on the very top of everything. Just ruining fun. See, like, that's what I want to do. So, in order to accomplish having this glow, I'm going to remove little bits of the multiply layer. I know, Nana, and I put an @ here in the Discord. So now it's getting a little bit more luminescent. It's not too early. It's 5:54. This is early. Like, that ain't early, that's late afternoon. So now I can take that, merge it into the collar. And this is a multiple part collar. Next thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna add a shadow line. Just like one last shadow for this bit. Blend it out to my desire, and then lower the opacity just enough to give it a blend and round it out. Give it some form. Okay, so next, yep, we're worrying about this part. Multiply. Now this I don't need to do much with. Besides some very faint stuff. I'm gonna very lightly darken it. I'm not gonna go like full blown. It's like, let's make it harsh to all meaning. Like, just have it subtly dark. And then go in with the luminosity. Just like brighten up the side of the thing. But not too much. Just enough to bring in some tone. Wait, why does this Nana's drawing of Little Bird looks like it's trying to wield an elongated spoon? Okay, so that was a quick and easy thing for that. Now for the harder thing is this. Because this actually won't exist once I get into the actual drawing. Because this actually will have to be redone to look more realistic. So I'm just going to do a little bit of multiply, work, and a little bit of luminosity, and that's it. Because, like, you see my Sora picture. So, you understand, like, what I mean by having to redo it. Because all this fur right here was originally the same way with the other, but then I changed it up to make it have that look. It was originally looked like this. It's like, it's how I sketch fur. Like, I make an odd, patchy, pointed pattern that I just replace in the future. Just merge that down. Do some general shading. Luminosity and shade. No, why don't you just open to collect your login? Oh my god. So right now, this will help gauge like what colors I want for when I go to redo this. Like that, the kind of fade that I'm looking for almost, if that makes more sense. I need to find out where it... Oh wait, found it. Like this part needs to go... Yeah, so now we're looking at a little something more pleasing. Ooh, we get to work on his torso now. Well, this part, like the metal. It's gonna be fun. It's like, yes. Multiply. I don't know why. Like, with this picture, I've been loving working on it. Just because of all the armor that I get to have fun with. Because it's... Armor is very complicated, especially depicting the era in your design. It's like, with a pauldron like this, it's very... It's rounded off, it's not angular, so you're not worrying about, oh, is this part sharp or anything? So you can make it subtle and blend it out slowly. Still giving texture. Or there's areas like this, to where it's rounded off, and then over here it goes rounding more, or possibly bowing out slightly. Or parts that start to be rounded almost like this, and then it'll convex and go down, like over here. Or like this, because this is a two-part piece of armor for the chest plate. So you have angled bits on the side. At the same time, there's sometimes an angled bit in the center. Like this shows. And it's, oh, so... I love the intricacies of it, because it's so different to what I normally do. Alright, now we're gonna like start with form shading with this armor plate. Like the basic thing is just round it with those angles that I want. And this won't stay max opacity. This will be lightened down just to be something subtle. It helps give the start of it. It's not just something like, oh, we're going right into this. Boom. Trying to be very subtle with the shading. Next, we're going to build up the harsher areas. So, like I have right here. This is one. And I'm going to lighten some areas because it's still being like a plate. There is the edge that it carries. It's like that's still something that has to be notified with the picture. It's still a piece of metal. It's still going to carry an edge. So you have to adjust for that in the picture. So now back to adding color. I'm going to add back here underneath the pauldron. Not as harsh, but just gonna like slowly add to it. Add some tone back over here. Some tone to that edge. Lighten. Blur back in. It's a very weird process with layers like this, because you have to like keep adjusting bit by bit. And I don't know why I'm using my hands to just go. I feel like I'm a very hands-on talker right now. And let's start. This is bringing the shadows in, but this is like a subtle point to where it's like I'm making a fade. And I like doing this to start before adding that harsh bit, because it makes it look more subtle when I do more harsh line shadows, where it's not a solid line, but it's slightly faded, so when it gets added on, it has this slight fade, so it kind of takes away from my pet peeve of solid line shading. Like, I look at Nena's drawing, I would never do that. Cause that bugs me. I'll do, like when I shade, I'll do less blending if I try to do something like that, but I'll still blend. I'll blend this part. So without, and then with. So having this here, it helps bring in more of a realistic look. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to blend it just a little bit more that it's merged. So what it's going to do is it's going to help with the real color. My pen accidentally got to the screen when I was scrolling out. So the next part is actually adding in the main shade. That's a blur tool. Dang it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick a destination where this color is going to hit. And then, because right now it's like, I'm seeing, it's like, okay, how much color do I want in it? How far do I want it to go? Like, all that's being put into an account with this. It's like without. It's like having this here helps a whole lot when it comes to working with this picture. Why not? No, are you coloring underneath or above the yellow? If you're doing it above the yellow, that is too much work. Literally. Because all my layers, literally, the first layer on here is the hair for me. So here's my little secret of shading things within separate layers. Start with the thing that's on the very top first. So like with this piece, his hair is the first thing. So we go to the hair. This includes eyebrows. Then I do his eyes, his mouth, then skin tone. Then I work, because the arm is the next thing. And I just go from there. I work downward. But it's like the first thing with the arm that was done was this pauldron. Then these three links, which were done separately, but 1, 2, 3 in placement. This elbow piece, this part of the hand, the under part of the hand, then the forearm, the part right here, and then the hand. And then I just kept going down and down. Otherwise, it's just too much work, because then you're trying to fill in the line, while at the same time you have to cover something else. While with what I was doing here, it's cleaner. Now, how do you spell stubborn? so... It's just like, I would have looked at it, it's like, oh yeah, that's fake. Just doing a little portion. And then with one more layer of luminosity and shade. Faintly do the ridge in the side of the armor. Just give like a nice highlight. And do a slight highlight to the back at the same time. Let's bring out those ridge areas. I'm going to do a little highlight on the connection area. Bring down the blend tool. I'm just going to blur it out. Especially that one. Layer, merge down. So now if I were to take that away, see, there we go, I have to blend that out. But you can just see how much that luminosity is needed for this. Because without that layer, with the layer, it helps so much. See, I like putting off haircuts to like the middle. Like, I get 3 or 4 haircuts a year. And that's it. One's at the beginning, towards the end of beginning to end of September. One's end of December. I mean, not end of December. Middle, end of January to middle of February. That's the last one. I mean, this second, and then there's June, July. Because I'm okay with having longish hair, but it's like, it's not long back here yet. Like, until it gets back to right here on my neck, that's when I get a haircut. Because otherwise, I just can't stand it. Oh, that's right, I have to invert this. Invert. Yay. Okay, now we're going to go to here. And we're just going to erase this mess of a highlight. Okay, so just worked on this. Next. Now this part isn't hard, like this piece. All I really have to do here is the luminosity and shade, that's it. But not like a harsh one, like here. But like a semi-bright look. Not a screen layer. Not multiple. Get the luminosity sheet, dang it. Reach down. What? Sorry, this thing's... Ooh, we're actually getting almost done with phase 1. This is good. Literally, after this layer, all that's left is the arm and the sword. And then we can actually begin the merge. Well, there's background, which I should do. But that's a complicated mess that I need to figure out. Yeah. I don't know what to do for that. No matter. Wait, why am I shading in black? No. Preserve. There. Fill. There we go. Jeez. There. One thing you'll know about me, I actually never use black. The most I get to is a dark gray. If I use black, it's purposely, and that's with line art pieces. Like, I'll go to Sora. Sora has no bit of black. Like, right here, this isn't black, that's brown. Like, within this, that's not black, that's gray. There's literally no hints of black on this entire picture right here. Granted, these used to be black, but now they're, like, at most, a dark, warm gray. And that's it. I don't let black lines exist anywhere. I do let parts of the original sketch stay, though. Like, only certain parts. Like, right here is fine. It helped give dimension and character. It's, like, only very, like, parts that you can't easily remove. Like, right here, you can't easily remove some stuff, so I kept it in. Gives character. But here, it actually is much better because I've kept it clean. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had something go out my nose. Ow. Why'd that sneeze hurt so much? Oh, God. Whew. Can merge down. Luminosity and shade. Now, the way that I'm going to be working it for a bit is I'm going to go like 50-50s. Like, for a portion, luminosity and shade. Then for another portion, something else. Wait a second. Get off my picture, dang it. Let's watch. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna purposely coat the entire thing. So it looks like that. As I lower it, you can see how it looks pink. I don't want it to look pink. Like, it didn't look like that over there. It looked better. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. Use the orange. I know this is a weird way of doing it. This might work out. Now, yes, I know, it does not fit. It doesn't look right. But it's a plan. A weird one. But it's fine, it's me. When isn't it weird? luminescence. So what happens, I want to keep some of the yellow tone work. And that's what's going to do it. So that has that yellow, like, golden tone into it, which is what I want out of it. So I can merge that down to a new luminosity shade. Grab my yellow. And now we have that golden look back. Just like that. I'm just going to remove a little. Blend it. Come back and remove a little. Back to the blur tool. Have it smaller. Whoa. How many messages was that? Okay, so we're gonna merge that down. I think that works. Okay. Okay. I don't... Did Nana grab that fire, or did she make that? Because if she made that, props to her. See, I want to know why Nana doesn't... Because by the looks of it, Nana colors in reverse of what I do. So, like, I go from highest layer down. Nana looks like she goes from highest layer up. Which, what I mean from that is, like, she worked on skin tone first. And then worked on top. Then worked on top again. And just kept going and going and going. That just means a lot of filling that she would need to do. That's a lot of work. Really, that's so much work that you put yourself on, because you're constantly filling in and trying to make one area perfect. While when I did this, I did the hair, then when I went to go fill in skin tone, I didn't have to worry about making this part perfect. Make some of that fire glow, Nana. So we're almost I'm getting close to being done, actually. So just to protect it, I'm gonna save the file. Okay. So I have this arm to do and then the sword. Now I'm thinking about doing the sword first, because that's more surface area than this arm. Because really, the arm's mostly hidden. You see most of the hand on it, and that's it. So, you know what? We'll do it anyway. So, I'll have the sword's luminosity taken off for a bit. Although, how much... Yeah, it doesn't really give any other effects. So, we're gonna go to multiply. And then we're gonna work on shading. So, this area is gonna be really dark. So this part is very simple. It's just laying down shades. I don't have to worry about much form because it's covered. I just have to make sure that the two layers right here, they don't blend together. So I'm going to try and make that just a little bit darker. It is among the darker points. And I'll probably do like a line differential later for it. That, or I just might make it a singular layer right now of multiply, because it doesn't need more form, but just so it doesn't blend in, I'll give it a little bit of something. And this layer, it isn't much to work on. It's actually fairly simple, because it's just this little bit here and a little bit right here. So now we're going to do a luminosity and shade. And because the sword's right here and the entire thing glows. Granted, it's just the blade that glows, but I like having the entire thing lit up because it helps give more color. But we're going to make that fade down. Oh god, that's irritatingly bright. Okay, so... Oh, the belt and the furs on this layer. I forgot those were the first things done, because they were on top. So, the belt isn't hard. Because all it is for the belt is a bunch of multiply layers. It's not lit up or anything. So, first thing to do... just give it some slight form so it has a round shape. March down. Filter. Oh, okay, so we can only lighten. Okay, that's not that bad. So that's the belt. So there's not really much I can do with this, because it is right underneath the luminosity. So it's not like this is gonna change much. It might alter some detail. Come on. There we go. So I'm just gonna give like a slight detail for that fur. Merge down, merge down. See, like, this isn't that hard for me to do. That background, that's gonna be hard. So right now, the background isn't really much. It's a solid layer. There's not real much. I have a slight fade on it, but that's it. But if we remove everything, this is what it looks like. One thing that I was contemplating was turning this also not just as a print, but having it as like a BRB screen. It's like, let's have different modes. Like if you look at an anime and there's like different screens for intermission, I was kind of thinking that with the prints. Like, granted, this would be much more difficult to do. But I'm thinking, like, this one and the one for Isaac that I'm working on, because let me find Isaac. Where is he? Isaac Drells, there he is. Like, this could be one, probably, maybe extend it to the right and have him to the left, maybe. Actually, no, if I extend to the left, that would be a pretty neat look. I could finish off the surfboard. It's a very difficult process, but it's certain ones, like, this will work because I can have it to the right, because there's nothing actually over here. With this, if I go in, no matter what direction I go in, I have to complete a picture somehow. This, I don't have to. This, I just, like, if I put a background, yes, I'll have to complete it, but it's not going to be that hard. So, now, the hard part truly begins now. For one reason. This armor on his hand. Because armor's not that hard to do. It's just, it's hand armor that's underneath a luminosity layer. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try and shade, and certain colors will be defected. And what I mean by defected is that the colors that I choose won't have much shading because of that luminosity affecting the layers that it's on. March down. So right now it's working on getting this armor actually shaded properly. Work with light source. Like, try and make it look more real. But not overshade to a point where it combats the sword's lighting. So I put the sword lighting underneath, which I do have to rework it just because of some false tones. But it's not the worst thing. And it is underneath the hand. Yeah. And one more little bit of shading right here. So that's that under part. I'll come back. No. Okay, so this is just like rounding it out. Make sure that everything's a nice, good looking fit. If it happens again, then I'll message her about it. It's like, I know she needs it, but it's a bit much. Ooh, that's beautiful. My dad's home. Dog's gonna bark. Doggo gonna bark. That's right, I need to get these 2 parts for the hand. Well, it's not much. It's all just simple stuff. It does have the glow from the sword that I'm using. It's okay, Fred. Don't worry. March down. So just in case, because the finger is on this layer. Okay, so it's just that. Perfect. And there's a dog. March down. Multiply. That's alright. Oh, I do see that you got my badge. Oh, you actually have everyone but DUJ's badge. Oh wait, no, you have mine. Actually, no, you have me, Nana, and DUJ's supporter badges. Awesome. Let's see, your sub to Nana and DUJ. You're going after Neko's badge, I know that. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Like, I sub to people when I can, I just don't have a lot of money to do so. That's why I don't do a lot of llama pulls, because I don't have the money to get stuff for V-Bucks. And just to fix some things, we're going to do a luminosity and shade. Yay. So that works. I'm good. Almost done phase 1 of this piece. And what I mean by phase... Well, coloring phase 1, not phase 1, phase 1. It's like working underneath the sketch. Once that's done, I can merge everything after a little bit. And then move on from there. Thank you for it. Does Nana know that that's to repair the shelter and not rescue the survivors? Welcome back, Ada. Oh, wait, hold on. No, not yet. We're not working on that hammer now. We are working on the sword. I just want to take off the effect because I'm gonna actually rework it. You should, Nana. Oh, I'm not even watching it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's like, you're not dying. I look over. Oh, wait, no, she is dying. This is why I wish Nana played Monster Hunter. Because that would have been hilarious. Yeah. Because I tried watching. My laptop can't handle Streamy, Restream, and Discord open all at the same time. It can't even handle just Streamy being open, so I'm not able to watch. Because if I open it on my PC, then I'll get copyrighted. None of going out to hurt people's feelings. My god. He's loading. He's loading up right now, Anthony. You're fine, Nana. You have health. This is Nana for you. Monica's like, you're fine, Nana. You're fine. Now I really want to see Nana play Monster Hunter. Can I point out that she's screaming that she's dying without taking any damage, and she's insinuating a fight between it and the Taker? Does she realize how unorthodox her statements are with that? It's like, here, let me threaten you, but let me run from you. Like, fight me, but don't fight me. Let's march down. To multiply this time, we're only going to do a little bit of the hilt. Right there. That's true, Fred. Nana has a problem with that, though. She shoots on impulse. Oh, well that's good. Isn't that Mickey B and a ticket? See, I wanna know, like, Nana kills him, acts all tough, sees one, shoots, runs. White. I feel like Nana's a bipolar Fortnite player. Like, she wants to start something, but doesn't go through with it. I feel like if I'm in a VC with Nana playing Fortnite at any time, I'm gonna nickname her Twinkle Toes. Just like, oh, come on. Go through with it. Don't just step forward and then tiptoe back. She also skipped a tier 4 chest. I don't know why she's not collecting chests. That's material. And ammo. And Nana is showing the prime reason why you don't use the controller. If you do use a controller, melee's best. I know. See, I'm like because certain games I feel like you shouldn't play with controller. Fortnite's 50-50. If you're used to it, okay. Nana's starting. And Nana knows how to play shooter games with a keyboard. If I remember correctly, because Dragon Quest was keyboard. Yeah. Well, I mean, Fred, I'm talking perspective. Nana's playing it through PC with a controller. You're using a Xbox, if I'm correct, to play. So, we piece it together. You have to use a controller. Nana chooses to use a controller. I'll save. Yeah. Like, if you're playing on PC and you have a keyboard, use the dang keyboard. So, it's actually looking more and more realistic now. So we'll have to add some texturing to metal, but that can be next one. Oh wait, I didn't even do the survey. I forgot to do the KJRX survey for the 3K jewels. Where do I access it? I forget. Did the survey finish? Welp. I've been so tired and engulfed in doing other things that I forgot about it. Whoops. Actually, I want to check some... How long do we have until those avatar boards leave? Not the limited... Oh, they go away in 25 days. I mean, if I farm for jewels, I can either get an avatar... You know what? I won't get an avatar board. My impulses will feed me. I might just do another pull for Riku. I'll chance it. I don't mind. I want Riku because I would love a good speed attacker. Because I don't have a good one anymore. My best speed attacker is tier 4. But I have to go for now. 7:10 and I got food. So go and hang out with Nana. Go support her. She's okay with spam. But I say if you're going to do so, maybe 8 to 12 messages every 8 minutes. If you're gonna go... Like, if you're gonna rapid fire, 8 to 12, that's it. This way it's moderate because we do not want to be who we don't like. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, tell me about the stream later because I got food to eat. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in about an hour and a half. See you soon.